Drought's something that comes in very slowly. Mental strain it's there. It's there the whole time, and it can eat away at you quite markedly.
To think that it only affects the people in the bush, it's just crazy. It affects the towns and all the businesses.
At the end of the day, this is where your heart is, so you can't really leave it.
Out west, beyond Toowoomba on the Warrego Highway, they've had a gutful of blue skies.
The impact, it just doesn't stop.
It's supporting those local businesses because they're also doing it tough.
At the Chinchilla Cafe where she worked, for months Tash Johnston listened to broken farmers talk of shooting stock, and that was more than 4 years ago.
Well, I watched my parents almost lose everything when I was in my late teens, early 20s. So I've seen firsthand what it does, you're seeing your mother broken down on the kitchen floor.
So with a friend, Tash started Drought Angels. A few months, she figured, and the rains would come. They never did.
We have no idea how many lives we've saved. It's something that we'll never know.
On the highways and byways of Queensland and New South Wales, Drought Angels are at the front line of this crisis. A network of remarkable volunteers holding it together, hoping to reach people in time with a delivery and a hug.
I probably hide my tears a little bit better because I know once they start, they don't stop.
Timmy Ison and his lovely wife Hayley are actually delivering for us today. The impact that this is going to have on this family when this hay arrives is going to be massive.
We were both brought up on the land. Like, I see a lot out of that truck window and I just can't drive past it and say, these people are doing all right. You just wanted to come and help.
With Tash and her husband Steele, we're on our way to Charleville to meet drought-affected families in Mulga country. At Holton, Adma and Scott Sargood keep their herds alive on Mulga.
We in the Mulga lands are very lucky that we have Mulga, which will help sustain our cattle throughout a drought. Because it's been going on for so long, there are a lot of people now who are struggling. It's taking its toll mentally. It's unrelenting. It's every day, day in, day out. It's just no stop.
So you can see over this side how much it's thickened, the difference.
Here the drought is even more complicated. Farmers are furious over what they say is overreaching vegetation management legislation around Mulga.
That's virtually a wasteland. The mulga's going to choke the habitat trees out. There you have it, as simple as that.
Mulga grows quickly and must be thinned out so the cattle can reach it. It isn't cleared, just pushed over by a dozer to grow back. New laws create prohibitive restrictions and could soon result in dying cattle.
That's on top of our drought issues, it plays a very big part in our management practices for survival out here, it's just not making sense at all to us.
Back before the wild dogs became a problem, the mulga was very much under control because the sheep kept the mulga under control.
Dog packs mauled so many sheep, Robert Calcino has only cattle left. Along with the drought, government policy threatens their livelihood. The Green Shirt movement is fighting back.
The family's not been on the land here for around about 100 years. My dad's the third generation. I'm the fourth generation.
Frank Calcino was born in Charleville in 1921, when Arthur Richardson was the blacksmith and wheelwright for Cobb & Co. Frank is 97 and has seen it all.
It just knocks things in the head completely with the drought there. The towns feel the effects, and the townspeople as well as the people on the land. It has its repercussions there right throughout the whole community.
If Frank and Robert are past and present, then delightful Lucy, Sophie and Tommy Tickle are the future. But Dad Cameron and Mum Jackie can see a tipping point.
For rural Australia and rural Queensland in particular, we really need this younger generation to be part of the land. There's not many city people that come out and want to do it because it's a tough life, but I think once you grow up in it, it becomes a passion, and we really aim for a sustainable system so that there is something left for our kids.
our kids probably, we think they're colourblind because they don't know what green grass is, and we ask them what do cows eat and they say mulga, you know.
Drought is much more than bare paddocks and hungry stock. It eats away at money, dignity and family life. For crop growers like Greg and Leanne Evans in Chinchilla, the stress is just as real.
Well, we're not going forward, we're going backwards. We have been going backwards for a long time because, you know, we're producing commodities for below cost of production. And you just can't keep doing that forever. Silly game we play.
I suppose that the easy thing to do is to sit down and to dwell on it. But it's just trying to focus, right, we get through today and we get through to tomorrow, to not do it alone.
This drought will pass, they all do. But Drought Angels like Chris and Dean Barnett will be around when the next one comes, bringing compassion and humanity to those in dire circumstances.
A few of them have their little tears, and so do we, I suppose, listening to what their problems are.
So you're not just bringing goods, are you? It's much bigger than that.
Oh, yeah.
Bit of a smile, bit of a hug.
And the tears.
Yeah.
As with many farmers, we are facing the boot of our bank in the near future. It gave us strength and encouragement to know that we are not alone, as we had believed.
The smiles on the faces and the hugs and the tears and the beautiful letters and cards that we get from the families, just knowing that you're making a difference in their lives when they didn't know where else to turn.
It's just, I suppose, a connection, an emotional connection that you have, that you would rather be out here and being a farmer than taking on another job or another life which is probably less stressful or a bit easier going or more stable.
We provide something for you. That food goes into the city, so just realise we exist, and you know why we exist is to provide you food.